Inquilab Zindabad. Just two words, but they could shake an empire. Today, it's a slogan you will hear at protests, rallies, and on Independence Day. But do you know who gave it life and how it went from a poet's pen to the gallows of a young revolutionary? Let's travel back 100 years to the time when India's freedom struggle was boiling. But the idea of complete independence was still considered dangerous. Our story begins in 1921 in the city of Ahmedabad at an Indian National Congress session. Leaders were debating, should we ask the British for more rights or demand complete freedom? In walked Sayyid Faizalul Hasan, aka Hasrat Mohani, a tall, bearded man in a sherwani, eyes burning with conviction. He wasn't just a politician, he was a poet, a lover of Krishna, and a devout Muslim. But that day, he was something more, the first leader to stand before the Congress and say, Purn Swaraj, complete independence. And then he declared Inquilab Zindabad, long live the revolution. It was radical. Some leaders were shocked, but for the young it was electrifying. Hasrat Mohani paid a heavy price. The British jailed him repeatedly for his fiery writings. Yet, even in prison, he wrote poetry, verses not of despair but of love for his country, for humanity, and Krishna. He was a living proof that faith and revolution could coexist at the same time. He would pray in a mosque at dawn and chant Radhe Radhe at dusk, all while dreaming of India free from chains. 7 years later, in 1928, Inquilab Zindabad could find its voice in the hands of young revolutionaries. The Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, or the HSRA. Among them was Bhagat Singh, a 21-year-old whose pen was as sharp as his pistol. To him, revolution did not just mean political freedom, it meant building an equal society. On April 8, 1921, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Dutt threw harmless bombs in the Central Legislative Assembly, not to kill, but to wake the nation. And as the smoke filled the halls, they stood tall and shouted, Inquilab Zindabad. The echoes carried far beyond the assembly. Newspaper printed it, crowds repeated it, and it became the heartbeat of resistance. On March 23rd, 1931, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and Rajguru walked to the gallows with the slogan on their lips. No fear, no regret, just Inquilab Zindabad. From then on, it was no longer just Hasrat Mohani's creation. It belonged to every Indian who dared to dream of a better tomorrow. After independence, the slogan lived on in the social justice movements, student and workers' protests. It became timeless call, not only to overthrow an empire, but to challenge every form of injustice. Inquilab Zindabad isn't just a memory from our past. It's a promise that the fight for truth, equality, and justice never ends. Hasrat Mohani's pen, Bhagat Singh's courage, and a nation's hope, all bound in two words: So the next time you hear Inquilab Zindabad, remember it is not just a slogan, it's a heartbeat, it's our inheritance, it's our responsibility. Jai Hind.